What's the rudest thing a guest ever demanded in your own home? My boyfriend and I bought a house about 6 months ago, and we've been renting out the spare bedroom to his best friend, James. James has been with his girlfriend, we'll call her Amy, for a little over a year now. She never talks to us unless we say something to her, and often she shows no interest in getting to know us. Sometimes she doesn't want to say hi to us when we come home. A few days ago, James mentioned that he and Amy want to have a get-together with a few friends at our house on Wednesday night, yesterday, and wanted to know if we were okay with that. My BF and I didn't mind, because the guests are Amy's friends that we met once before. We just told them not to get too noisy and to clean up afterwards. I came back from work last night and people are just starting to show up for the party. I briefly say hi, then go upstairs to freshen up. Then Amy comes into my room and says, "Hey, I'm sorry, but we actually want some privacy for the night. Do you think you and BF could go somewhere for a few hours?" I was confused. I told her that James asked if it was okay to have a party, and we all agreed, but nothing about us not being allowed in the house. She said that James should have made it clear. I told her, "I'm sorry, but I can't. I have to take care of the puppy, and there really isn't a place I can take him for a few hours." Her response? "Oh, you can leave him here. We really like the dog, and we'll take care of him." I told her I wasn't comfortable leaving the dog with strangers. She wouldn't give up. I simply told her no again, that she and James are free to have friends over, but that she can't expect us to leave our own home and our puppy behind. She seemed frustrated, especially when my boyfriend came home. I kept the puppy in our room most of the time. We have the master bedroom and it's pretty big. I told my boyfriend of the situation, and he was pretty confused by it as well. The party went off without a hitch, and everything was fine, or so we thought. James texted us this morning, telling us that Amy was really upset that we ruined her party and humiliated her in front of her guests. Apparently, when we first hung out with her friends, Amy was upset that we didn't make an effort to get to know them. She said that we weren't very friendly to them, and that's why she couldn't bring us around anymore, except when we first hung out with them. They were high and couldn't even muster a response to us, but that doesn't matter apparently. Amy didn't want us hanging out with her friends because she didn't think we would get along based on that one time. James is asking us to cut him a break and apologize to her, because she's been having a rough time and really needed this party to relax. Absolutely not. I told James that it doesn't matter how rough her life is. It's extremely rude to tell us, the homeowners, that we have to vacate our own home so she can have a party. My boyfriend also reiterated this to him in a separate text conversation. I told James that if anything, Amy should apologize for how rude she's handled this situation, and how rude she's been in general, citing the past few times we've tried to be friendly to her, but instead she gets coldness in return. I told him I'd only accept an apology from her in person, because all of this is coming secondhand from James. Amy has not said a word to us about this. Whether I like it or not, James is still dating Amy, and there's nothing I can do about it. Update. On Friday night, we sat down with James and Amy to talk to them about the situation. We told them that we didn't appreciate being told to leave our house and our dog behind so that they could have a party. James had only given us a heads up that they would be having friends over, and nothing more. Amy interjected and said that we were the ones being rude, and that we should have left because they should be allowed to have friends over, because we have people over all the time. While that's true, we never asked James and Amy to leave. In fact, we invite them to hang out with our friends when they come over. Amy said that we couldn't have stayed and hung out with her friends because she didn't think that we got along that well. She then went on to say that James pays an equal share of the rent, so we should be able to use the house equally. Wait, a share of the rent? We told Amy that we own the house, and that James pays to rent the room. It turned out that Amy didn't know that we were the homeowners. She tried to explain her way out, but there really wasn't anything she could say after that. James, in the midst of all this, grew pretty exasperated with her. He was trying to be a good boyfriend by lending his support and keeping her happy, but when everything started to unfold, he started getting pretty tired of her excuses. He apologized to us, and also to Amy, for not telling her about his living situation, but we were right. She can't kick us out of our own home. We all agreed that we don't have a problem with them inviting her friends over, and that they're always welcome as guests. But if she wants to have a private party and not invite us, she is free to do so. But it would be better not to have it in a place we live in. Amy eventually apologized, albeit a little begrudgingly, but it seems like she's still angsty about her friends, rather than the party situation. Either way, we made it very clear that we are the homeowners, so hopefully this doesn't happen again.